Another hat thrown into the ring to be the next mayor of Buffalo. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us. I'm Febin Cassahoon, a well-known face in the Buffalo community. Garnell Whitfield announcing tonight he will run for mayor of Buffalo. Whitfield has been a neighborhood name for years. He served as the city's fire commissioner for 7 years, and when tragedy struck Jefferson Avenue on May 14th, he became one of the key voices behind gun violence and racism. His mother, Ruth, was one of the 10 people killed at the Tops Market that day. And over the past 2 years, he has taken his fight all the way up to Capitol Hill in the hopes for change. And now he plans to use that change and bring about a new day for the city of Buffalo.
My mother, Mrs. Ruth Whitfield, was murdered on May 14, 2022. She and 9 other beautiful souls were murdered by a bigoted racist, a person that was taught to hate, just as I was taught to love.
Turning tragedy into purpose has been Garnell Whitfield's mission.
I believe in a new day for Buffalo, and I believe that that day is finally within reach. And that's why I'm asking for the privilege of being your mayor.
The former Buffalo Fire Commissioner announcing his bid for mayor at the Durham Memorial AME Zion Church, the church where his parents attended when they moved to Buffalo from the South. He shared one of his reasons for running.
For generations, people with self-serving agendas have divided us, wanting to believe that the concerns on the east side of Main Street are different from those on the west side.
His children, family, friends near and far, and the Buffalo community showing support for the national advocate.
I watched him lead our family my whole life. I've watched him lead the Buffalo Fire Department with grace, dignity, honor, respect. So this isn't so much of a reach or so much of a jump. It kind of seems like it makes sense.
Including firefighters who had the opportunity to work under him during his tenure.
I understand and have experienced how fair this man is. He does not judge you by who you are. To quote King, he judges you by the content of your character.
A 25-year neighbor sharing his accounts with the mayoral candidate.
A horrible incident that happened with his mother, I think triggered him into getting more involved in politics. And we see him, I see him as a neighbor, I see him as a friend, I see him as a great man, and I see him as someone who's very dedicated to improving the city.
A year after 514, Reverend Michael Bell became Whitfield's pastor. He says seeing him during a distressed time and now with a new mindset shows his determination for change.
To see him now throwing his hat in the ring is a tremendous day for humanity, a tremendous day for Buffalo, a tremendous day to when we get hit by a curve, we don't stay down, but we get up.
Now, as of right now, Garnell Whitfield only joins State Senator Sean Ryan in the race for the mayoral seat. Ryan announced his campaign about 2 weeks ago. The senator running behind the slogan, "Buffalo deserves better," pointing at a city that has been fractured for too long. The last 3 Buffalo mayors have come from Senate seats, but our political analyst, Bob McCarthy, has pointed at some other potential candidates who may also throw their hat into the ring. Now, that list includes Buffalo Common Council members Rasheed Wyatt with the University District and Zanetta Everhart with the Maston District, and of course, current acting mayor Chris Garnell.